what you asked for. Now show us the cute pink thing.
This barely qualifies you as a pinkest amateur. Your next task is to bring us a peach elephant tusk.
A peach elephant tusk? That sounds cute, but dangerous.
Giving up so soon? Well, that's up to you. The way of the pinkest is not for the faint of heart.
It's super not.
This is proving more difficult than I had anticipated.
You can do it, Elise.
Okay, I'll look for a peach elephant tusk.
Wow. The scale of the spirit arts that must be required to keep this many windmills spinning boggles the mind.
As a servant of House Cheryl, may I ask what your business is here?
Oh, certainly. Forgive my intrusion. I was just observing the spirit arts that you use to turn the windmills.
Turn the windmills? What is he talking about?
I think I'll let Professor Jude field this one.
Well, the wind that makes Cherylton's windmills turn comes from channeling spirits. The spirit arts are cast in a way that amplifies wind flow throughout the entire city, and the enhanced wind power is funneled toward the windmills that need it.
Remember, kids, this will be on the final.
Fascinating.
Wow, you really know your stuff. Hey, I don't suppose you'd be willing to help me with my research.
What are you looking into?
I'm studying spirit climb changes and how they're affected by spirit art usage. My plan is to gather data from Cherylton with its heavy usage of spirit arts and compare that to data from Burmia Gorge, which has high levels of spirit climb variability.
That's an interesting idea.
I'm pretty interested myself. I say we help out.
Very well.
Great. Okay then. Could you use this spirit climb examination art at Burmia Gorge's highest point? This research could significantly impact the future of Riza Maxia. I appreciate your help with it.
It doesn't seem to be operational anymore.
You know, these devices look a lot like the ones we saw in the Laforte Research Center.
Yes, they absorb mana and transfer it elsewhere. Definitely a similar design. They must have been trying to create something by mixing human mana with lesser spirits.
You mean like that butterfly atrocity?
No, I suspect that was a side effect of a failed creation. Most likely, the lesser spirits they were using went out of control when we intervened.
It's frightful to think that such a powerful monster could be an accidental result of a failed experiment.
Wow.
What is it, Elise?
I just can't believe we all jumped from such a great height. We could have died!
That's very true.
Hey, you're the one who suggested we all ride down here on your channeling circle. I mean, you knew it was going to be okay, right?
I wouldn't say new, exactly. I do recall having some concerns about the weight.
So you staked our lives on a hunch?
Suddenly, I'm more scared now than I was back then.
What's the problem? It did work.
Indeed it did.
You two scare me more than this machinery does.
Me too. Do you think this is a good enough spot to use that spirit climb examination art?
Sure. Looks good to me.
It seems ideal, in fact. Here, allow me.
What, that was it?
Correct. All the art does is summon lesser Earth spirits to record changes in the surrounding spirit climb.
It sounds like it could take a while before it's done.
So it's both boring and time-consuming.
That's just how science is.
That's not the stirring denial I expected from our honor student.
Whatever.
The spirits have done their job. Let's go back to Sherrilton.
We should report back to the naturalist in Sherrilton. We used the art in Burmia Gorge, just like you asked.
Wonderful, thank you. Now I can document the connections between my Sherrilton data and your Burmia Gorge data.
You know, I find it pretty hard to imagine that human spirit arts could affect a spirit climb that much.
I used to think so too, but Burmia Gorge's spirit climb changed dramatically right after these windmills were built. Some scientists even believe that Fenmont's expanding night climb may be connected to its urbanization as well.
Wow, I had no idea.
It's only a hypothesis, but it's worth gathering data to investigate.
I agree. It would be great to learn how spirit climbs change.
Jude has a real affinity for learning, doesn't he?
Yes, I imagine that was his true calling.
Shh. Whoever heard of a kid who actually likes studying?
I'm glad I was able to help you with your research.
You were an enormous help. If I find out anything interesting, I'll let you know.
You must be exhausted. You should rest. Allow me to see you to your chambers.
You have my gratitude, Rowan. I learned more than I thought I would. Alvin is a fine instructor when it comes to swordsmanship, but I haven't had any opportunities to study spirit arts.
Happy to help. Although I suspect I taught little that you didn't already know.
I'd never used techniques to control spirits before. I always did it by feel.
You're that skilled despite a lack of formal instruction. Impressive indeed.
I hope we might practice together again sometime.
Nothing would please this old man more.
Is that Jude?
He is no doubt thinking of Miss Elise. She is a great source of concern for him. I saw it all over his face when he was looking at her earlier.
He's caught in his own vicious cycle. He feels compelled to help people, but then he can't stop worrying once he gets involved. He's just so human. Hey.
Allow me to handle this.
They were trying to create a new key. I may not have much time left.
As we suspected, he was doting over Miss Elise. He would like my master to take her in.
I see. Despite his failings, Jude takes his responsibility seriously.
Yes, he is a most clever boy.
That he is.
I still haven't heard from my people at Fort Gondala. I imagine you're growing impatient. Would you like me to dispatch Rowan to check on the preparations? Very well. I will send him at once. I'm counting on you, Rowan.
I will not let you down.
How long until you return?
Let's see. It should take me no less than a day to get to and from on horseback.
Oh, I suppose that means we'll have to bid farewell to our new friends tomorrow.
Looks that way, if everything's on track.
That settles it. Today, Ellie, Mila, and I are going shopping.
Shopping? For real? Hooray!
Time's a-wasting. Let's go!
Wait, where are we going?
I promised to take Ellie shopping, silly. If you're leaving tomorrow, today's our only chance.
Ah, very well. You two carry on with your consumerism.
Everyone, to the shops!
To the shops!
Wait, put me down. I have no need for trinkets.
It's not gonna kill you to tag along.
Yeah, you might actually enjoy acting like a human girl for once.
A human girl? Strictly speaking, the concept of gender does not apply to me. I merely took the form of a woman upon manifesting in this realm.
I can no longer obey the king. He uses his own people as pawns. It's time to stand against these tyrants. It's the only way to protect this precious piece of ours.
Are you going to rebel?
Is there going to be a war?
I'm certain Noctigal has consolidated his power for an invasion on Azul. He has already shown that he's willing to sacrifice his own people to satisfy his ambition. If he isn't stopped, countless lives in Rashigal and Azul will be lost all for naught. I am the governor, and protecting the people who live here is something that I must do.
That's not easy.
You're right, but I'm responsible. Now, will you lend me your aid?
But, well,
Deposing Noctigal is in everyone's best interest. We must unite for this cause.
Master! Klein!
Damn it.
Heal him, quickly!
Right.
Right, I've made up my mind. Ellie, this is for you.
Wow! That's not cheap. Just how much money do you have, Drissel?
Now, don't be rude, Tipo. Thank you. My pleasure. You like that pendant, Mila?
No, it's just similar to something I already have.
It's just a boring glass ball.
It is very pretty, though. Why do you have that?
It was given to me long ago, by a human child.
And you've carried it ever since? What if you dropped it? That would be a dreadful shame.
I would be happy to make it into a pendant like this one.
Good idea. Let's do it.
This is quite pleasing to the eye. Thank you.
Ah! Stop, please!
Resist, and we will show no mercy.
What is the meaning of this? Cease your attack this instant! The governor himself has ordered all Rashagal troops to leave the city.
And you are?
A member of House Cheryl.
Foolish girl.
I'm under orders from the king to wipe out any and all rebellious elements. You will come quietly, or else.
What?
Take them into custody. House Cheryl is conspiring to rebel against the throne.
I don't like the sound of this. Let's run!
The doll is right. We must escape before we're surrounded. Something major is at play here. Stick with me, you two.
Okay.
Well, who do we have here? Don't just stand there. Take her!
Here you go!
Take this! Take this! I'll cover you! No!
Is it over? You got them, yes? Arrest them all!
Wake up, Mila. Please, open your eyes. Thank goodness.
Where are we? A cell?
We've been taken to Fort Gondala.
I see.
You decided to finally wake up.
How dare you trap us in here?
I am Gilland, Deputy Chief of Staff for the Rashagal military.
Call yourself what you will. You're just another of Noctigal's dogs.
I'll take that as a compliment. There's something I'd like to ask you. You stole the key to our device, yes?
What device?
And I hear you hid it somewhere, correct?
I don't know what you're talking about.
On your feet! Out of the cell! Move!
Now, let's try this again. Where did you hide the key?
What key?
Wait! What are you...
No! How horrible.
Look at your ankles. That woman was wearing the same device. If you pass through that hex zone while wearing it, Well, you saw what happened.
You won't get away with such brutality! It's a violation of the Sapstrath Convention!
Now where is the key?
You're wasting your time.
No!
You don't care what happens to your friend here?
Your threats are meaningless to me, human. I have no fear of death, or injury, or loss. Go ahead and push me through. Push us all through. Maybe then you'll see I'm not kidding.
Preparations for the experiment are complete. I leave the prisoners to you. Make her tell us where the key is, or else.
Yes, sir! Start talking!
What's wrong? Your boss left you a big job and you have no idea how to accomplish it? Why not start with a full body search? You'll learn quickly I don't have this key on me.
Fine.
Not the sharpest blade in the Rashigal military, are you? Now let's see if the hostage strategy works on your comrades. Drop your weapons. I've had enough of this place. Dressel, I don't suppose you can wield a sword. I figured. Elise, you look after her.
I can't! Not without Tipo!
What?
I need Tipo to fight! It's okay. I can look after myself. Don't cry, Ellie. I'll protect you. Let's go.
Very well. We'll need to get these shackles off first.
Right.
We'll need a key or some means of deactivating it. We'll find our solution, and find Tipo as well.
Okay!